Iran versus Israel. Everybody they threaten everybody. Everybody threaten everybody. Israel said that by Iran supreme leader nothing go happen. Say he go even stop the war, he go bring peace. France say may they not buy the guy. Say may they not do forceful military regime change. Say what happen for Iraq and Libya, they don't want me to repeat itself for Saudi Arabia. So we can fight, but let's not topple the government forcefully. America, Donald Trump say we know where that Iran leader they hide. We know we buy yet with the washer, but let them surrender immediately. Iran supreme leader say who you they talk to? We surrender where? You want to force a surrender on us? They say let's just explain to you. Iranians will never surrender. And if America mistakenly involved for this fight, what it go do them? Go shock the Iran leader talk about. Let me show you this video. The Iranian nation stands firmly against an imposed war, just as it has done thus far, and it also stands firmly against an imposed peace. The Iranian nation will never accept surrender imposed by anyone. To tell the Iranian people to surrender is not a reasonable statement. Those who understand the wisdom of the Iranian nation, as well as Iran's history and culture, will never utter such words. Surrender to what? The Iranian nation is not one that can be made to surrender. Should the United States intervene in this arena, especially through military involvement, the damage it will sustain would undoubtedly be irreparable. That's the word. In pidgin English, if America try and intervene for this fight, if they try and pull hand, what it go do there? Ears have not heard, eyes have not seen. So everybody is threatening everybody. The world just wants peace. We don't want all this plenty wahala. Let's just be able to travel, eat, catch fun in peace. But why some of us are planning for peace, some people are gathering money for fight. I don't understand why somebody is decided to even build nuclear weapon in the first place. Something that does irreparable damage to humanity. The nuclear bomb when they throw for Hiroshima and Nagasaki, till today some people never get, some families never get themselves. Till today they burn some children with 6 hands. They burn some children with half leg. Till today, that's what they call nuclear weapon. It affects the very existence of nature in that place. So things go abnormal. Why would any sane country be keeping those kind of weapons? Before we are fighting with swords and bow and arrow. Before we know we graduate, enter gun and bomb. Now they go nuclear bomb. And you know these countries are building nuclear weapons that can destroy the earth 5-6 times. Like some countries have nuclear weapons that when they release them, the whole earth will just go. Why will any reasonable person create something like that? And so what the American government is trying to do is that they're trying to watch the countries that can do things like that. Right? Then they see Iran as people with a sponsor terrorists. And if they let them get nuclear weapons, they go arm some of those terrorists with those nuclear weapons. That's why the world is saying, not the world, that's why some of them are saying Iran is not allowed to have nuclear weapons. Why some are saying Iran is allowed to have nuclear weapons. If you ask me, nobody should be allowed to have nuclear weapons. Let the world come to a decision and tell everybody, if you have nuclear weapons, discard it now. You can keep any other type of weapons. But nuclear, discard it now. Then if we find out any country that start to work on nuclear weapons, the whole world will join hands, fight that country. But to say some people are allowed to have nuclear weapons, why some are not, is not fair and it's not safe. Why is Israel the only country allowed to have nuclear weapons in the Middle East? Why? And they are fighting everybody in the middle. I realize now that nuclear weapons, now they push them. And they know someone say, and get their own. Once you and get their own. But it's alright, let's see how it goes. The fight is getting too long. And sooner or later, America might want to get involved. And I'm afraid because people like Russia and China are not just talking, they are watching. If America gets involved, those people might be forced to also get involved. The whole Islamic world might decide to stand up and say enough is enough. But you see, we can find a way to balance things. Let's just have peace. Let everybody do away with this their nuclear rubbish that they're keeping. There's no advantage to nuclear weapons, no advantage at all. Let's just have peace, for God's sake.